Whenever you want to start, mate.
Hi Michał, good to speak with you. I'll just start by reflecting on Tuesday night. It was obviously a disappointing one. I think he said as much to us after the game. How do you reflect on that now, a few days on?
Yeah, it's still really disappointing for us. But I think at the moment we are just thinking about that we need to show the reaction, and that's the plan for tomorrow, to react, to show that we are not as bad as we show in the second half, that we can perform much better, and I really believe that we can show it tomorrow.
After a game like that, where you played completely different in the first half to what you did in the second, it seemed, has there been any sort of tough conversations in and around the squad with yourself and the other players just about how that game got so out of control?
Yeah, obviously we speak between each other, but I think it should stay in the dressing room. And the only thing which should go outside the dressing room is the reaction on the pitch, and I really believe we will show it tomorrow. But I still think there was a lot of positive thing, especially like in the first half during that game. So I'm pretty sure we can still build our self-confidence on that first half from the Preston game, and we will take a lesson from the second half.
What's the mood been like this week? You obviously had the high of the Millwall win last week, and then followed by the sort of low of Preston. Have you had to sort of lift yourselves a bit this week going into this weekend's game?
Yeah, there is not really time for thinking because we have game by game in a not big period of time, so nothing to think about. Just to show our best performance and do our best.
On your own sort of role, with so few games left, and with the season where it is at the minute, and with Huddersfield Town where they are at the minute, as one of the experienced players in that squad, Michał, do you feel sort of extra responsibility?
Something stopped.
Just
I think.
Are you with us, Jack?
Yeah, I'm there. I think I lost you for a second.
Yeah. Was that the end of your question, mate?
Sorry, I'll go again. Just with your own role, Michał, at the minute with so fewer games left, and Huddersfield Town in the position they are at the minute, still so close to relegation, do you feel extra responsibility as one of the more experienced players in the squad?
Yes, I feel an extra responsibility, and I'm trying to help the lads, the team, as much as I can, to speak with them, to give them some confidence, and to make them comfortable on the pitch with a helping hand, with a good word every time, even if they are doing the mistakes, or even every one of us is doing the mistakes. So that can happen, but the thing is to play under that pressure of being relegated, and to play with that pressure, and to perform at the young age is not that easy. We've got so many young players, so I really try to help them as much as I can.
At the minute, with sort of pressure heightened as the way it is at the moment, how difficult is it to sort of put your own personal emotions about how you're feeling, about how you're playing, and where the season's going to the side, and just sort of focus on the job at hand?
Yeah, it's not easy, but we provocate that situation by ourselves, so that's how we need to go out with it, and we need to handle that pressure, and the only thing we can do is stop thinking about pressure or not pressure. We need to show our best performance and to fight for it, and to just to do our best and take it game by game. I think we have 4 games left. After the next one, we can be in a good position in front of the next 3. So that's the only thing we need to think about, to perform, and if we will take that game by game and do our best, we should be fine.
What's the manager's message been throughout these last few weeks, and especially going into this last 4 games?
Basically, to give everything, show the desire, show the commitment, win the duels, and do our best. Obviously, it's hard to change a lot in the last game of the season. So the most important is to stay in the league, and that's what we are all focused on.
And just finally from me, obviously Bristol City this weekend, they're in a bit of a strange position in that they've not really a great deal to play for now. They're not going to go up, they're not going to go down, but equally they come off the back of a big win against Blackburn. Is it almost sort of difficult to read what they're going to be like and to prepare given the position that they're in?
We are not really focused in which position they are or they will be or how they will treat that game, because we are focused on ourselves. Because as we showed last game, I think we are the most dangerous for ourselves. So if we'll focus on our performance as we did in the first half, we can win against top teams in that division.
Thanks, Michał. Best of luck this weekend.
Cheers, thank you.
Thank you very much, Jack. We'll just come to Stephen Chicken in the room from We Are Terriers.
Hi, Mal. Where do you feel that lack of focus, that loss of focus, particularly late on in games, is coming from? Have you been able to sort of pinpoint it as a team?
Well,
it's a very difficult question, I know.
It's a difficult question. I think till the first goal we were doing well, and I don't know, something broke in us after that goal, which shouldn't happen because even when we concede, we were still in a drawing away from home, and from there we could still win that game. So we did it wrong as a team, but I think and I hope that we took that lesson, and it will not gonna happen if we'll take a lead against Bristol, for example, tomorrow.
And you talk about helping sort of the younger players through it. Obviously, you and a few others, you've had sort of promotion battles, you've had relegation battles before, things that the younger players don't have. What is it that you think they need advice on sometimes? What are some of the things that you taught them through?
Just to trying to be calm, don't listen to everything around, because the only thing you can do the impact, it's focus on your job and do the simple things, do the basics properly, because that's the most important. To don't overthink about our situation, to don't look to the standings and I don't know, count the points or who is playing with who. Just focus on ourselves, focus on our job. Try to keep it simple in case of like doing basics properly, as I said, and just to perform. That's the most important.
Thank you, Michał.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Stephen. Welcome to Leon Wobschall from the Yorkshire Post next.
Hello, Michał.
Hi,
good to see you. It's
see
never a quiet end to the season for you, is it?
Yeah, not yet in England, but to be fair, I'm not hoping for a quiet endings of the season, because I hope we will be in a different part of the standing next season, and we will be fighting for something different.
Yeah. How much would the experience of last season help you? There's tough moments, but you can draw on it. You've been successful this time last year. Yeah,
I think that's helpful, because we can say we know how to do it, because we've been in a similar position last season. So yeah, we need to just do the same, which we did last season. Just stay in the league and show the really good performance in last few games like we did last season, because we finished it really good last year, and I really believe we can do the same this year.
Because it's really different. When you got relegated at Barnsley, I remember there were long periods where you didn't win 10 games, and it always looked like it would end in relegation, but it seemed to be different to Huddersfield, and there's a lot of other teams who were
it's absolutely different to that season in Barnsley. That's why I'm not like I didn't stop fighting, because obviously I did it in Barnsley, but in Barnsley I was injured for the last couple of games, so it was totally different season for me. But we are still in the game. We are we're not in the relegation zone at the moment, so we cannot say we are in a bad position in front of that last 4 games. It's everything in our hands. We don't need to look on any other team. If we will win our games, we'll be fine. That's the situation you want to be if you need to fight in that place where we are.
It's so close as well at the bottom. A lot of teams, it could maybe go right to the end. Hopefully not, but I know you weren't at Barnsley, but you remember the stories about their game at Brentford, the 93rd minute, and they stayed up, and things can still happen even when things seem bad.
Yeah. Hopefully,
it's not all over.
Hopefully, it will be not that we will not leave it for till the last minute of the season, but if it will give us a staying in the league position, I will take it even in the last minute of the season.
It's the most important thing, being mentally strong and sort of concentration. It could be the side who make the least mistakes.
Yeah, I think in those games in the end of the season is, as I said, it's not always about the football abilities, about the skills, about playing nice. It's about being clever sometimes, playing responsible, and as I said, keep calm and do the basics properly. That's what we need, because in those games with a big emotional things behind them, it's not only about abilities. It's more about mentality, I feel.
And you've 9 goals now. I mean, have you ever got to 10 goals in a season, double figures?
No, not yet. But I really hope that I will be able to score a goal again to reach the double figures, and first of all to help the team, because that's the most important for me.
And actually, finally, about Poland in the summer, you still have hopes of maybe being involved there?
Yes, I really believe I still can do it, and I'm doing everything on the training ground every day to be there at the Euros. Obviously, it won't be easy, but the only thing I can do is show the good performance and then wait for the collapse.
Yeah. Have you had some feedback from the coaches and the staff there?
One of the coaches was on one of our games, but nothing really from there. So no, I'm focused here on doing my job. That's only the extra thing which can come after the season, but I cannot change it anyway. I need to do my job here during the season and keep the championship for the town.
Yeah. Fingers crossed, Michał.
Thank you.
Cheers, Liam. We'll just come to Chris Starks from ITV last.
I'm all good, thanks Raj. I think we've covered everything for me.
Perfect, thank you very much, everybody. Thank you, Michał.
Cheers, thank you.
Thank you. Cheers.
Thanks.
Whoever you want to start.
André, good to speak with you. I'll just start with some team news first of all. Are you expecting any players back this weekend to be back available?
Yeah, we leave in 30 minutes, so I know everything about the squad. Tom Lees and Jack Rodoni, they trained today the first time, and they are already sitting in the couch waiting for the depart. So we have to decide overnight if they can start, but we need fresh legs and we need a mentality, fresh players. So they are for sure an option for the game in Bristol.
Someone like Tom Lees in particular, how big a boost is it to have him back with his experience?
Yeah, it's really important. We showed over 55 minutes that we can play a good game in Preston without experienced players, but then we experienced a wrong decision. It was a foul on Ben Wiles and then no penalty, and it was the second time after the offside goal against West Brom, and for such a situation then you need experienced leaders on the pitch to calm the whole situation, and for that thing Tom Lees is a very important player for the team, totally stable in his performances the last few weeks, and we are happy that it's maybe possible to play on Saturday.
Is it players like him that in a game like Preston where you had that lead and you were trying to defend it, does he sort of improve the way that you manage the game as you sort of reach the latter stages? Yeah,
it's always a thing of communication, and when you watch the stats between the first and second half, we won duels 57% first half, and in the second half we won 30%, and we won less 5 kilometers second half. So you need players with much experience to tell the other boys not to give up, and the game is over after 90 plus minutes, and you have to stay confident the whole time, and it's maybe it's a normal thing that that you feel bad when you concede a goal against, but you need calm and patience, and we lost the game after the goal, and then it's too easy. We got the second goal in 84th minute, but we stopped playing football after the 1-1. It was the same like against West Brom, and over the whole season I heard that we gave away over 25 points after a winning situation at halftime. It's too much, and it's not one time. It repeated the whole season, and we have to stop that thing because we need points. And the boys, they did it really well. Over 55 minutes, you couldn't see that Preston is the team maybe qualifying for the playoffs, and we're at the bottom. But after the 1-1, it was clear, and then we were without a chance. And we need stability after a conceded goal, especially in the first 10 minutes phase after a goal. And then it was too easy to score goals against us.
Have you been able to pinpoint exactly what that was down to? Is it a case of concentration, perhaps, or fatigue? Have you been able to sort of pin it down to one sort of aspect?
We started playing like the plan. Okay, when many experience and maybe also player with high quality are missing, then you have to change your philosophy, your style of play, and we try to keep it simple, but it worked, and they played like the plan, and over the fullbacks and flat passes, and but when you experience as a player such a situation, you got a goal, and then you think negative, and then we need body language, and we need players like experienced players, and to speak to all the other players positive that it goes on, because 1-1 is it's everything possible. and we didn't play like that in second half and just long balls, and then we lost many balls, and our passing rate was under 60%. It's horrible. And then there are too many things. When you run less, when you win duels with 30%, and then you play just long balls, and it's not possible to win a game. And they showed, and they showed that they can play better, like the first 55 minutes. But I understand the situation, but we have to fight against such a moment, especially in the last 4 games. There's no other opportunity. And so it's like every game is like a cup final. Maybe it's good to describe. It's like a cup final. It's not a must-win game now because there are 3 more, but it's like a cup final. And we try to win every game over the whole season. We try to win every game, but especially now we need points, and we try to win the game in Bristol. Yeah.
On that sort of, you say it's 3 cup finals, and naturally in football, 4 cup finals. Sorry, 4 cup finals. Cup finals are obviously hugely emotional games when they come around. Are you tapping into sort of the players' emotions and that side of the game, as opposed to just their playing ability to try and drag them through this last few games?
Yes, there's no other possibility. We have to think positive, and we have to try every game, because we cannot hope that the other teams lose every game. In the championship, everything is possible, and every team can beat every other team. So we have to look on our performance and on our points. And Bristol, they did it well last Wednesday. They won 5-0. It's a good team. They play technical, high standard football, and but we show all the last weeks that it's possible. But I repeat every day, every week. We have to show that thing over 90 minutes, and so we try it again, because the players they felt well when we started into the game. The atmosphere at halftime was really good, and we were sharp. But sometimes it's not in your own hands when there's a decision. And I never speak too much about referees, but now minimum 2 times it changed everything after a wrong decision. And maybe another big thing. In England, they discuss now about a new revolution of offside for next season, and maybe they have to think about the VAR in Championship, because it is the best second league in the world, and there is no VAR. And sometimes, maybe you have to think about that thing because of right decisions.
I'll move on to Bristol this coming weekend. You mentioned them there, coming off a big win on Wednesday. How tough an opponent will they be?
Yeah, they played 5-0. Now they are through without any problems. Thinking negative. They have a good team with individual really good players. They're quick. They scored a lot of goals now, but. It's always possible. We also have good players can scoring goals. We can defend really well. We had 2 clean sheets last 4 games, and it's possible. But we need to show our abilities over the whole game, and we need the will and the attitude to defend as a team over 90 minutes. And we stopped also defending as a team after the conceded first goal, and This is the message to the team. When we play like after the conceded goal, it's not possible to get points. And but we showed that it's possible, and so we tried again. Yes.
And you've obviously got the ever so slightly longer turnaround, given you played Tuesday and they played Wednesday. Does that give you any sort of slight advantage in terms of sort of energy and that sort of thing?
I don't know, because they had a lot of changes on Wednesday, so we don't know how they really start. If they play in 3-4-3 or in 4-4-2, they changed the last games. So we are prepared for everything, and show the clips tonight how they played the last few games. But they have principles, and they press high sometimes, and they're in the mid block, and yeah, so we have to be careful in every situation. But we also have to concentrate on our performance, and there are many things we can do better after the goal, and we show them also many positive things, especially from first half or from the last game, when we defended as a team, when we fighted for the survival, and this is what we need. Totally focused on the game, and the 100% will and attitude for the game.
Thanks, André. Best of luck tomorrow.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Jack. We'll just come to Stephen Chicken in the room from We Are Terriers.
André, we've noticed, and you spoke on Tuesday about wanting to play a simple game, get the ball up the wings, get crosses in. Is that simple game, is that part of helping the players with concentration and avoiding silly errors, is trying to keep things simpler?
Yeah, especially simple in ball possession. We build up with many ball losses, but especially in first half we build up in a simple way over the fullbacks and clear flat passes, and the strikers they knew about the positions in the half spaces, and so we had some really good attacks. Some final passes were missing, but I think we deserved the lead at halftime. Second half it was not the same, and then we played the long balls, and it's difficult to secure for Sorba, for Jos, not the tallest player, and to defend as a team, this is the basic we can show in every game, and this is what we also need in Bristol.
It's good news on Jack Rodoni and Tom Lees, potentially. How are Jonathan Hogg and Radinho Balker? Is there a chance we'll see them back this season?
I have no new information. Radinho trains individual. I don't think so that there's a chance that we see them again on the pitch. Jonathan Hogg has a broken shoulder, so I think the season is off for him.
Yeah.
So it's good to have Tom Lees and Jack Rodoni back, and experienced player with high quality, and they will make us better.
Yeah. I just want to ask you about something as well that a lot of fans were talking about after the Preston game. The video Delano Bergsorg having a confrontation with some fans. I just want to, if you're aware of that and what your thoughts on it were.
To be honest, I didn't know about the video until 30 minutes ago. So after a game, the fans were frustrated about the second half, but we also were frustrated because we thought that we could win there. So then such a situation with full of emotions, and it's always good to stay calm and to stay together. It's never good to criticize a player, and it's never good to answer as a player. So we should stop talk about the situation. Maybe both sides made an error, and we need all the fans. And now I heard that the supporters, many coaches drive to Bristol, and we need the support of our supporters because we have to stay together. But the supporters, they expect players giving their best, and supporters always have a good feeling for individual players. So everyone has to put his fingers on his own nose and to make it better. And then there are no discussions like that on a Tuesday.
That's all from me. Thank you.
Cheers, Stephen. We'll just come to Leon Wobschall from the Yorkshire Post.
Alright, hello André, hope you're well. Do you think the side who stays up will be the sides who make the least mistakes? Because a lot of teams seem to be close.
Yes, I don't care about the other teams, to be honest. I hope that we don't make so many mistakes that we can get a lot of points. We have it in our own hands to decide the situation because of standing over the line now. So we try to win in Bristol, and then we have 2 home games. But first, step by step, totally concentration for the game in Bristol, and don't watch too much to the other teams. When we collect enough points, then it doesn't matter how the other teams play.
Yeah. Sometimes with players, you don't want to see anger with supporters, but players angry with each other, sometimes that's positive. That's, that shows that they care, and that's important to see in that respect.
Absolutely, and sometimes I have the feeling that they're friends, and but to have success, it's also important that we communicate sometimes angry on the pitch when the strikers don't work, when the midfielders don't pass. Yeah, you can tell them because sometimes it's good for the concentration and for the motivation, and that doesn't mean that we don't stay together. But to have success, sometimes you need, for me, leaders communicate honestly, and this is for me the straight way.
In your experience in football, have you ever known a relegation fight like this? It just seems to be so close, and maybe 5-6 teams possibly.
Yeah, when I started my career as a coach, we were I overtook the team in winter. We were 12 points behind, and we stayed in the league. Also with Hanover, relegation battle is always hard, and so I know that the result after the last match is important, and so it's in our hands, and it's never easy because there are reasons why all the teams are at the bottom and not at the top. And we have to fight against maybe some details and to make it better. But the most important thing is to stay calm and to stay together with the supporters and with in the team, with the whole staff, and to keep calm. But that means also that we need full energy. We need the will, and everyone on the stand must see that there's a team on the pitch who wants to who want to stay in the league for 100% and first fight and then play football.
Which team was that, André? Was it in Germany? Was it? Which team were you managing then when you stayed up?
When we stayed up, it was with Hanover. It was with Havelse the first time. It was TSV Havelse. It was my first club in the fourth league, and normally I played at the top, but with Hanover we won the relegation battle for sure, and because of staying calm and it needs positive thoughts, and this is always the right way to go.
Very best of luck, André.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Leon. Chris, have you got anything to add from ITV?
Just a quick one, André. What sort of reaction do you want to see from your team tomorrow afternoon after Tuesday's result?
Yeah, we need another performance like the last 40 or 30 minutes. This is for sure. I want to see that we start again like in Preston, like against Millwall, but it's not enough to play just one half in that way. So we need the concentration for 90 minutes, and the boys. Maybe I want to see a reaction in that way. We concede a goal that we show a good body language, and we play further and not like a team who gives up, and this is what I expect. And you can lose a game, and when the opposition is much better, then you have to spend them applause. But it was not the same like in Preston. We were the better team after 55 minutes, and it was too easy, and we gave away the 3 points. And it goes on after an equalizer, and because it's possible to win the game in the last few minutes, like we've shown against Millwall, and this is what I'd expect: attitude over 90 minutes, the mentality to fight against as a team, positive body language, and stay together as a team. And when these are the basics, I expect the basics. Yeah.
Have you stressed to the players that it is still in their own hands? It's down to them.
Yeah, it's in our own hands, and so this is always a good situation, because we can have a look just on our own performance and on our own results, and better than to hope that the other teams lose.
All the best. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Chris. Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you, André. We'll see
Thanks
some of
for
you
your time.
tomorrow.
Thank you.
Thank you.